What is up, guys? This is Astranox and I'm gonna be doing a lot of secret shop refreshes. To be exact, it's gonna be 634 secret shop refreshes, 1902 skystones, because it's 950 skystones for the pack to get 50 Covenant Bookmarks. Let's see how many Covenant Bookmarks I can obtain and how many mystic medals. So that's how much gold I have, how many skystones, and here under summoning, that's how many Covenant bookmarks I have and how many mystic medals. So let's start it off here. Actually, let me just calculate real quick how many skystones I need to stop at. Okay, so I need to stop at 26,378 skystones. I'm gonna be doing this real quick, just gonna refresh non-stop, and we'll see. 2 minutes left, who cares? 3 skystones per refresh. We're making a video here. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. So let's see. Will I get a lot of Covenant Bookmarks? Will I get more? I'll just show you guys. Will I get more than 100 Covenant Bookmarks? Well, I hope. Or at least, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I definitely have a lot of gold. But if I'm getting a bunch of mystic medals, it's all good. Especially if I can get a nice piece of gear. That's also real good, you know. Immunity set, that would be cool. Something like usable or potentially usable. The reason why I'm doing this is, well, I haven't done one in a while, but also I've been hearing that the mystic medals, the rate to obtain them while doing, you know, secret shop refreshes has been nerfed, and has been nerfed by half of what it was when I was doing my last few videos doing secret shop refreshes, which in a session like this I was able to get, like, let's see here, if I remember right, for 1,905 skystones worth. You know, this is hit set. This is definitely not so bad, but it's survival, hit set, and it's crit damage in there. I'm just gonna pass on that. It's also heroic. I'm more strict on what I'm gonna be buying, because first you have to buy it, you have to spend the gold, and then you have to, of course, enhance it, and it has to roll into the substats that you prefer, and also the values, they need to be mid to high rolls, or like, yeah, and then it's heroic. So of course, here we go, the first set here. Of course, the problems, there's multiple problems. First, it's not heroic, so you're losing one piece of roll. You're losing a stat, you know? You have to roll it at plus 12, and then if it's garbage, and at plus 15 you roll again into it, it's really unfortunate. And there's so many times where it happened for me, like, you know, I reach plus 12 and it's garbage. And I'm sure it happened to a lot of you. Well, pretty much happened to everyone. It happens to everyone. We all know how it is. And then maybe it didn't happen to you much or at all if you're lucky. This is maybe immunity early game, mid game. I don't know about that. It's effect resistance on immunity. I don't like that. And if you just wanted to see that, I need to go faster here actually, guys. So I might just skip over these things, which is what I do normally. So let's just refresh like crazy. Actually, let me pause, and I need to stop the voice over of the bartender, I think, because it's been annoying some players in the past. Yeah, let me turn that off, because that sounds like very, very repetitive. Okay, we're back. We're back, baby. Let's see what I get here. Covenant Bookmarks, Mystic Medals, gear. What will we get out of the secret shop refreshes that we're gonna be doing here? 634 secret shop refreshes. Gotta hurry up. If you want to know what happened, well, you can check the end of the video. So I have everything written down to keep track of my, well, skystones, Covenant Bookmarks, Mystic Medals, even gold, you know. I'll be showing what gear I obtain at the end of the video as well. And if I do have the charms, I will be enhancing the piece. Maybe I get a nice piece of jewelry, So I could enhance that with, you know, all my ancient coins because I have so many saved up. Because I can't get for the life of me a piece of jewelry that is worth a crap. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But if you are doing secret shop refreshes, you should wait until you have this thing like max level, which is 13 right now. You should do it. You should wait because you have better chance to obtain higher level gear. So keep that in mind. And also, I believe that the immunity set, all the sets from like, yeah, the immunity set, like the stuff that drops from Asmanic Hunt, I believe that it was added and maybe you can actually obtain those before, like the earlier levels. It's just like if you want to get a better chance to obtain item level 85, even 70, of course, you just wait until the shop is at 13. Now for Covenant Bookmarks, the rate on that and Mystic Metals, I don't know for certain if it's the same. But you know what? You should play it safe unless you really want to pick up a piece of gear that is, oh, here we go, that is on the right side, you know, because percentage main stats are definitely super helpful in early game and mid game as well, of course. But like a pair of speed boots, item level 85 is actually huge, especially if it's on a speed set. So the thing is, out of this place, not only you're getting Covenant Bookmarks, Mystic Metals at a good rate, hopefully it's not nerf for Mystic Metals, man, fingers crossed. Well, you can get pieces of gear, of course, and the earlier you are in the progression, the better chance, of course, there's more items that will look good to you, that are worthy of being bought and enhanced and all that. Bigger upgrades because you don't have too much to work with in the early game, of course. But pieces on the right side, percentage base main stats. Yeah, take the initial value, multiply by 5 is how much you're gonna have when the item is at plus 15 enhanced. And that is a lot of stats. And even if it's going to be a green item, you know, if it's going to be a rare, a blue, like you can even use that in early game. Depending on your hero, might be a necklace with crit chance or crit damage. Maybe your ring got attack percentage, or it could be for support. But speed boots can be used for, yeah, like almost any hero in the game, really. So yeah, definitely like on a speed set, speed boots, easy peasy, 40 speed, you know, no matter the quality of the boots, in early game doesn't even matter that much. Look at that, that's not bad. I'm sure quite a few players would buy that. I am actually quite picky, and even though I have a lot of gold, I'm not gonna be doing that. I won't do it. It's heroic. It also has a flat stat that's not good. First, I'm losing one roll because it's heroic. You gotta get it at plus 12, might be garbage. On top of the flat stat that's already there. I don't like that. I don't like that. I also have to pay gold to buy it. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. And then of course there's the min to max value that you can roll. It's hard. It's definitely super hard, but that's why this game can definitely be played for years to come. And you know, it's really like you're super happy when you actually get something that is amazing. And of course, like the more heroes that you build later on, the more gear that you need. But also, there's some gear that are super attractive for specific heroes. But you know, there's some stats that are of course not so good for so many heroes. Like combinations that are kind of weird. You know, effect resistance is not something you're going to be throwing on each of your heroes. It's something you put on a cleanser. Someone that will dispels, remove debuffs off of your team, so you can actually go a hero that will be faster than the rest of your team in most cases. Things like that, that's when you're going to be using effect resistance. But like, man, it is part of so many pieces of gear. Yeah, and we all know how that goes when you have that in there and it starts rolling a bunch of times into effect resistance. The dreaded effect resistance when you don't need it. It's like so few cases where when you actually need the effect resistance. It's definitely, yeah. And if you want to use it, you need to stack it hard. There we go. Man, Mystic Metals. Small sample size, guys. Small sample size, so we can't base everything on this video, but I like to get a feel for it. You know, I'm gonna be doing a few videos covering that. Of course, it's not going to be back-to-back, but, you know, I'd like to save up a few Covenant Bookmarks. It's always good to have a backup in case double limited banners or something like that. But, yeah, I got to go on that, you know, summon into the Covenant summons, because that's where you get the shinies. That's where you get the Moonlights, 4 and 5 star heroes. You know, you might be super lucky, but it's going to be different for everyone. It's going to be different for everyone. My streak on account number 3 has been insane, of course. Account 1 is, yeah, not that lucky, really. Account number 2 has definitely been really lucky. But, I mean, the luck has gone down on 2. So, yeah, let's see what we get here. Like, how many can we obtain? I'm going to be checking that out at the end of the video. But right now, it's just straight up like refreshes. I just don't want to stop doing it because, you know, 26,378 is when I'm going to be stopping when I have those skystones left. And we are quite far from that. So I'm just going to keep going at it. Maybe showing some gear here and there. You know, this is not... Well, it's bad. Never mind. I thought the effect resistance was like the missing crit. It was crit chance or crit damage. Maybe it could have had some value. Item level 70, you know, in late game, I kind of... Yeah, it has to be epic. It has to have the right substats at the very least. And to be honest, like buying that from the secret shop is definitely not on my top priority list. This is not so bad, actually. Crit chance goes up to 5, speed 4, 5 once in a blue moon though. Damage, crit damage 7%. Not the worst piece, you know, but nah, I don't need Unity that bad, to be honest. You shouldn't need really Unity. Yeah, I mean, if it was a immune set piece, then yeah, I would have bought it. Yeah, Unity is a different story though. But as you might have seen, there's a lot of pieces in the immunity set. So in the early to mid game, if you're looking to complete your 2-piece, right? Because you can get a weapon from the Asmacalis raid from the vendor for 10 of those, what is called? Coronation souvenirs. That's like an easy way to obtain your first immunity set piece, and the substats that are already on it are very good. You got health percentage, you got speed, you got well, of course there's the crit chance in there, and there's the attack percentage. So it's a mix. For offense, yes, you have the attack percentage and the crit chance and the speed that can work for offensive purposes, but yeah, the health, you always need some health unless you're going for pure, you know, pure offense. The thing is, if you are running immunity set, well, you're kind of gonna be taking some hits when you get outsped, or maybe you're building a turn 2 team is what I have on account number 3 on the Europe server. You can check my videos for Guild Wars, Arena, and all that there if you want to see how it's done, how it plays out. But you just take the damage initially, and then you fight back, you know. But it's not easy to gear for. You need immunity sets, you need a lot of survival, Aureus, you need to have a well-balanced group, because, I mean, you kind of want some sustain as well. You know, early game, this is not so bad, you know. You've got the health percentage, and it's speed set. But, of course, would be better if it's rare quality plus blue, because, I mean, and with speed, of course. Speed set, if you don't have speed... Early to mid game is not so bad, but but like late game, if it's speed set without speed, a lot of times you won't care for it. But speed set gives so much value. 25% speed. Let's say you're on a base 100 speed hero, that's already 25 speed out of the set, out of that 4-piece set. A lot of value, and that's on a 100 speed hero. Imagine you have even more speed than that, so a lot of value out of that. And speed rolls between 1 and 5. 5 almost never happens, so you can just forget it. It's between 1 and 4, let's say. And yeah, big variance between 1 and 4 so many times. I mean, it could go well and then go terribly wrong, or you might just not roll into speed anymore. But yeah, so many items got just corrupted by terrible rolls into speed, and it's super sad when it does happen. So yep, definitely the harder stat to roll for, but it's game breaking. When you have high speed, you're able to deal with so many different group compositions, assuming you have the right amount of offensive power in your team, and also assuming if you're not using like auxiliary lots, then let's say you're using combat readiness boosters, then you need to have enough speed on the rest of your team to follow, unless there's like ML Bell that can cut in, or Hurado. This might cause you some problems, but yeah, you outspeed and you win in majority of the times, unless you're facing like a very tanky team, especially the ones that have counter mechanics, counter set, counter built into their passive, or straight up like Elbrus Ritual Sword triggers. Then there's always randomness, you know. Okay, let's see. Can we get a nice piece of gear? I wonder. Definitely harder the further you are in terms of progression. But we are seeing quite a few item level 55, even secret shop level 13. At this rate, I wonder, will I be able to... Oh, look at this. The prime is... It's not so bad, but it's a weapon. And weapon, like I said, Asmakalis raid. That's the thing. The weapon from the shop, that's one piece. And secret shop, you're not gonna go for immunity set weapons most of the time because of that. Unless it's amazing. The thing is, even in the Asmakalis raid, you can get an immunity ring. The prime is having the right main stat. And needs to be percentage based, of course. So that's definitely very hard to obtain. It draws from the Julivi Council, and also you've got, oh, here we go. You got the helm that is much more, oh, that's not, oh, it's a weapon. There you go. It's a weapon, so I'm gonna hard pass on that. But imagine it was another slot, let's say. Yeah, well, on the left side. Chess is definitely one that you want to buy if it rolls alright. There we go, man. Good. Can't complain so far, I think. Because the thing is, when you're doing secret shop refreshes, you're going through it so fast that you have a hard time to grasp, like how many have I even done, you know? Sometimes you're hit like a dry streak for a while, and you feel like it hasn't been so long because you're just refreshing so fast, but it's because you're doing that so fast that like it's actually been quite a few. Oh, there was an immunity there. I don't know what item level it was. It looked like 85. I think it was a weapon again. Well, who cares? It's rare. In terms of progression, like where I'm at now, if it was a rare, no matter the slot, I think like... Actually, never mind. A piece on the right side, even in late game, on immune set, I would still buy that if it has the right substats though. So I'm more strict, of course. I'm not gonna buy anything. But the fact that it's immunity, the fact that it's like percentage stat on the right side, if it's boots, if it's speed, you know, it's already big. It's already really big. Then if you have usable substat or substats, then it's, yeah, has a lot of potential right there. Because it's a piece on the right side, because it's so hard to obtain the right one, like right main stat with the right set, and some subsets that are usable. That depends though. It depends, because if you are, you know, farming Azimanak Hunt, then it's a different story. You're gonna be more strict. You're not gonna be buying whatever. You know, I'm showing just these items. I don't know why exactly, but maybe it gives you an idea, but it's all random. It is all random. You can find, like, a perfect piece here. Perfectly rolled, everything. Item level 85. Now that every set are part of these secret shop refreshes, you can get everything. Item level 85, though. Not 88. But still. Oh, there we go. It's good, it's good. Item level 70 immunity. That's the thing though, you might be running item level 70 on immune set too. Like you can take a hit in terms of stats just to complete your set, or it could be another set as well. If you're completing a 4-piece, then you know, you could go with the worst piece, like a temporary piece, but I wouldn't enhance that one so high. Like leave it like +9 to maybe +12 if it like rolled okay-ish. Like don't go too far into it, because +12 to +15, the jump from +12 to +15, you need double the amount of materials. It's like it's the same amount that it took from 1 to 12. It's what you're gonna need for 12 to 15. It's huge, guys. It's huge, and yeah, it's one roll. Of course, if it's a piece on the right side, it's gonna be a percentage main stat in most cases, or like speed on the boots. It's quite big because it's a big jump. But pieces on the left side, you can definitely leave those at +12 in a lot of cases, because it's so costly to go from 12 to 15. So how many do we have left now? Almost hitting 27,000 skystones. Yeah, still like 700 something skystones worth of refreshes. So now hopefully I have more than 50 Covenant Bookmarks. I know that I got a few sets of Mystic Metals, which is like really nice. So far, it's been how it's been before. Like it doesn't feel like it's been nerfed. But small sample size, not reliable, need like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of refreshes, of course. But still, you might be like unlucky. You can definitely hit a bad streak in here, like really bad. There's some times where I got less Covenant Bookmarks. Oh, here we go. I got less than 50 Covenant Bookmarks per 950 skystones worth of refreshes, or less than 100 out of you know. It's a weapon again. So yeah, less than 100 Covenant Bookmarks, and it was like 1,902 skystones worth. But now there's the Mystic Metals. It's almost like I should have done my secret shop refreshes as soon as they added the Mystic Metals, like all my skystones. But then the gold would have dropped quite low. Can't say that I don't have the gold here. I definitely have a lot of gold to do a lot of refreshes. But it would definitely, like, my goal would take a massive hit if I used all my skystone into secret shop refreshes. But to be honest, it's not the worst of ideas, considering how much it costs in terms of like skystones converted into energy. How much skystones you're gonna use to get so little amount of energy. But if you want to progress fast, if you want to sort of keep up as free play versus like players that spend money, then of course you will have to take the hit, right? You're gonna have less heroes, less shiny heroes, less toys, but you're gonna have more gear, better gear. No, well, you have more chances to obtain gear, so of course there's a lot of players that just keep on getting bad gear, even though they keep throwing everything at farming hunts and even crafting. It's all luck, but if you have more chances, then you have a better chance than someone else that has at least amount of chances, of course. So oh, not bad actually. It's been pretty good. So this is account number 1 on the global server. No speed. It's crit damage with crit chance, but still, I'm picky, and it has to need. I need 3 usable substats, or at least it needed speed in there, at the very least. But it's heroic, farming Wyvern a lot, and to be honest, it's not a piece that is like so exciting to obtain. Because there's also there's always the rolling that comes afterward, and can definitely be like, it can go super wrong. But we'll see. If I actually manage to buy something. I haven't bought anything so far. Just beside bookmarks and mystic metals. Can't complain though, the rates seems to be good. They seem to be good for sure. I'm really curious how many I got so far. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. The thing is, I'm able to save so much gold across my accounts because I kind of stopped crafting. I stopped crafting, but if I went like crazy with the craft effect, resistance with effectiveness together, kicking the balls, hate it. Hate both of those stats combined together. Like, usually you're gonna go for one of them, not both. And then like, if it doesn't match with the main stat on a piece on the right side, especially then if it's on the wrong set as well, then all these things combined, like, it just doesn't feel worthy. Again, these two together. It's a piece of jewelry though, it's epic, everything's usable, but to a certain extent. Because when you need effect resistance, you're gonna stack a lot of it. You want to reach 200%. Or 150 plus. You're not gonna go like 20, 30, 40. These are like wasted stats that could be used for something else instead. You're losing value on the piece. Losing precious stats that you could be using for offense or defense on your hero. I just don't like that combination. Same thing with effectiveness. You're gonna be using that on a support, on a debuffer. Then yeah, you need to go all out on it. You need to go all out, unless it's for PvE, but for PvP, man, you're gonna need to stack that effectiveness real high. Like 200% plus. Because if you want to counter their effect resistance, then yeah, you gotta stack the effectiveness. It's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. You still have 15% chance of missing, unfortunately, which is kind of dumb. Especially when you stack so much effectiveness. But yeah, hit set, you know, you could go like speed hit. That's pretty optimal. I mean, well, in most cases, at least you have the speed set to go first. Then you're gonna go effectiveness main stats ring, of course. If you can get some hit sets, well, not hit sets, sorry. You're gonna need the speed set because it's so much value. But if you don't need to go first, let's say, then you could go triple hit to make it easier. Same thing with effect resistance. You're gonna go speed resistance. Maybe you go like double resist or triple resist set if you want to go crazy. Did I forget to scroll down on that other refresh? Can I do it? These boots could be speed main stat. I kind of wish we knew what it was when we just see the piece, because you gotta open it up. The lazy life, of course, not wanting to check every piece. But there's also that surprise factor, of course. But it wouldn't be so bad if they actually showed... I guess there's little space to show that, I guess. That wouldn't be so nice. So we are definitely getting close now. 378. That's the last 3 digits for my skystones I need to stop at. That was a helm right there, but you can obtain one in the Asmacalis raid. To me, the game feels a bit laggy. I don't know what's up, but hopefully the recording is not laggy. I'm really curious. You guys can guess how many I got so far. You can guess if you've been like watching the whole video from the start. Thank you, and let's see if we can guess right. I'm not tracking anything. I'll try to guess. Hopefully I don't forget. I'll try to guess before I actually check how many But to be honest, like, you could check the gold and have an idea, but I didn't check it. I didn't even check or calculate, nothing. I'm just tunnel visioning this list of refresh. This list of items. Just trying to find. Piece of gear. Needs to be heroic, item level 85 at least. And of course, Covenant Bookmarks and Mystic Metals. Oh, nice! Now when you get close to when you're gonna be stopping and you're still getting pretty good rates, now that feels good. That feels real good. Getting real close. Less than 200. It's like 150, not even. Skystone's worth. So like less than 50 refreshes. Almost there, boys. Almost there. Speed, neck. Could have, like, you can use that early to mid game even if it has the right main stat, and especially if it has speed sub right there. But the odds are low. The odds are definitely low for that. Okay, less than 100 Skystones worth. Went pretty fast in that one, to be honest. Like some videos, it took in like 40 minutes to do it because I wasn't refreshing so fast. Maybe I bought some pieces of gear. Maybe I was thinking like, should I buy it or not? Sometimes you have to take a second and like, not a second, but I mean, you need to take a minute and like figure it out because you don't want to be buying like things left and right. Even that, like, it's a defense set. The value on that is not so big, and it's effect and effect resistance together. I hate that combo. I hate it with a passion. So, not gonna go for it. 15% health on health set and defense on defense set is not as much value as a hit set or a crit set from Wyvern, or a resist set of 20% effect resistant. It's not as much value, so you gotta be mindful of that. But if you already have like a defense piece set, a health set, and you want to complete like to match it with a speed set, let's say on a support, something like that, then by all means you can go for it if you feel like you have some good odds for rolling it. But then if you have effect and effect resistance and effectiveness together, man, kick in the balls. Hate it. Okay. Almost there. That's it. The last refresh is now. You see that? Speed, crit damage. I get that as a drop. Maybe I enhance it, you know? It's heroic. Early, mid game. If you are desperate for speed, maybe in late game. But yeah, I mean, it's item level 70. Here we go. The last one. Okay, you could stop on a good note and like just refresh until you hit something. So, we did it, boys. 634 refreshes, 1,902 Skystones worth. Now, I had 779 Covenant Bookmarks, and I had 4,726 Mystic Metals. So I'm gonna guess real quick. Mystic Metals, I think I got like, it's almost 10 sets, I think. It's almost 10 sets. I'm gonna say 9 sets. So 450 Mystic Metals more. And for Covenant Bookmarks, man, I think it was like 160, let's say. Okay, let's check. Okay, definitely not as much Covenant Bookmarks as I thought. Wow, I was really far from it. It's man, it's exactly 100 Covenant Bookmarks. Okay, that's okay because it's exactly how much I would have gotten from buying, you know, those packs, 950 Skystones for 50 Covenant Bookmarks, which I never do. I never do that. I use my gold. I farm the gold and then I do Secret Shop refreshes because I'm getting Mystic Metals. Now, Mystic Metals, I had 4,726, which means, wow, it's less. It's definitely less than I thought. What? Really? How? 300 only. So that means that was 6 sets. 6 sets. I thought it was more. Man, I was definitely off. You know how much I was off? I was like, I was telling 50% more than I actually got. Because I was just going through it, speeding through it. And I went through it so fast then it like kind of felt like I was getting them at a good rate. But to be honest, yeah, it seems to be like the Mystic Metals, it's 6 sets, which is around, you know, I've been getting around 6 sets before, so I'm gonna have to do more videos. But you can let us know in the comment section how your experience has been doing this. And I didn't buy any item. So yeah, there you have it. Nothing was worthy there. So Mystic Metals, did they nerf how many you can obtain? We need a big sample size to really know, but I'm hearing on Reddit that players have been like adding up their results and stuff like that. The thing is, most of the players that will speak up are the ones that have the bad rates, so you have to keep that in mind, or the players that have really good rate. But usually, like doing secret shop refreshes, if the topic is about something like we're not getting good rates, and then like it's usually going to be players that have good rates that are going to speak up, and the ones that have good rates are not going to say nothing, something like that. So yeah, anyways, need more sample size, but it could definitely have been nerfed because it was definitely amazing. And that's really unfortunate if they did it without saying anything. Man, that's a shit move right there. If they did it though. So I'm gonna keep on doing it, and I'll track that stuff up. But to be honest, it was kind of average. But if I'm getting 100 Covenant Bookmarks worth, I'm happy. If that was for 1900 skystones, because I'm getting Mystic Metals, so that's more pulls for obtaining like the pity pool here. So I'm fine with that, especially because I have a lot of gold. But it's a different story for other players. Of course, very few players have a lot of gold saved up. You know, it's hard to actually save up and be efficient and all that. And yeah, because when you want to craft, because you're really going for like really good pieces, your gold is gonna go away so quick. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon for to be notified whenever I release a new video, and check out my other videos that should be showing up on the screen now. Playlists of all sorts. I got the best starter guides for fast progression with tips. Check that out. Early to mid game players, a lot of good information in there. Also Guild War PvP, and I have Abyss Floor 62 Plus. Check that out if you're having difficulties. Also guides, tips, and how-tos, that's another playlist. And I have Arena, PvP, Europe, or Global Server. All these are playlists under my channel. Check those out if you haven't. And also join my Discord server if you still haven't. Over 800 members now. Come join the fun. So that's really it for this one. Good luck with all you do. Peace out for now, boys.